Alright, you are looking live at the Sin Bin Stream Studio from my dining room. Today we have UFL football action between the Memphis Showboats and the Houston Roughnecks. And let me double check that we're live for sure. Alright. YouTube looks good. Shoot, let me get my live control panel. Why is this crapping out? Let me reload it. Docs, YouTube live control. Is this not working? There we go. Alright, welcome. Yeah, we got Houston Roughnecks 2-3, a game behind the playoff chase, and the Showboats 1-4. They are 2 games out. Birmingham and Michigan are tied at 3-2, 2-1 in the conference, atop the USFL conference standings. You know, you got the USFL conference and you have the XFL conference. So we'll take a quick look at the standings here. Don't forget, tonight we will have Colorado at Colorado at Dallas, NHL Game 7, opening round of the Western Conference. And tonight, I'm going to put that in the chat. Tune in. Jalen McClendon from Baylor is the quarterback for Houston. Wisenhunt stepped down. First win of the season. Oh, yeah, it was for the Showboats. That must have been the Friday night game, because I think I only did. Oh, yeah, Dresser win from UT Martin is the Memphis quarterback. I think that's the only game I got to do was that Memphis upset last week. All right, I need to move some things around. Hopefully those standings are visible here. Got the home team Roughnecks and Memphis. Oh, great. It's ABC. So Memphis, let's see. They're talking about the spread. The money is on Memphis, I guess. The over-under is 37.5. I guess Houston's favored by 3.5, so I guess people think it's going to be a close game, and they bet on Memphis. I don't know. I prefer the Fox games. A little editorial here. They don't hammer you over the head with all the betting. If betting's your thing, great. I'm just not into it, and I think it's a little heavy-handed. Yeah, how about it? The under hit last night. The over-under was high last night, and that game was 12-6. But, yeah, I assume the Roughnecks are going to cover. I don't know. Memphis coming off a big win, but I don't know. Don't take my advice. I don't know anything about gambling. All right, they're interviewing the Showboats coach right now. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. All right, let me get the standings off of here. We'll get ready for the... They're talking to C.J. Johnson, the Apologies. Distracted. The Houston coach. Good gravy. Apologies. Didn't sleep much. Just got back from my 10-year-old son's soccer game. All right. It's 11:05 p.m. Central. Looks like they're about to kick off. I have to get this ready. My score bug. Hopefully I don't. Why? Okay, I gotta scroll. Apologies. Oh, score. Yeah. I gotta get to the time. All right, we're about set to kick. All right, so Houston is kicking off. So it means it'll be Memphis ball after the kickoff. Interested in their graphics. I had to make both teams blue. I tried to make Memphis yellow, and it just was too hard to see the white lettering. I wanted to make a dark lettering for Memphis, but then it affected the Houston record. Let me know what you think of the graphics. I'm not going to do the play clock. There's the kick. It's going to be just inside the landing zone and returned up the middle to about the 32-yard line. 14:56. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I'll get the hang of it. Apologies. 1st and 10 for the Showboats as they take the field. All right, I need to have the flag ready. Man, if you didn't see last night's game, it was a flag fest, unfortunately. Okay, I don't want to have that score bug button. Okay, that doesn't go away. I don't want to actually turn it off. But, all right, we're set. We'll refresh the play-by-play. They'll have it. Let me click on plays. All right, yeah, over under 37.5. And I believe Houston's favored by 3.5. 3.5. And here's the snap. It's a handoff up the left side. And down the sideline, is anybody going to catch him? But guess what? There's a flag. That was a touchdown at 14:46. Apologies. I'm putting in the over-under and the the spread, and I think this is coming up. It is a hold, so no touchdown. And it is Houston by 3.5. And that's a hold, so we're going to get 1st and 20 once they mark this off. And, where was the hold? Yeah, so he had a guy, but the edge rusher by the shoulder pads. Good blocking down, James Tunstall on the hold. So we got 1st and 20. I got to get ready with the clock. Apologies, that's too distracted there. I'll get on it. Just getting used to this score bug, so bear with me. All right, clock is rolling. 14:44. Now it's stopped again for some reason. Are we getting a challenge? Maybe. No. All right. Why is the clock stopped? Snap. Here's the handoff, and it's up the left side again, out to the 40. So they made back the penalty. Should be 2nd and 10. We'll see what ABC puts up. They're showing the impact players. Let's see. Who is this? Dresser Wynn at quarterback. I mean, he's not the impact player. I'm just making sure. In shotgun, number 18 to his left. Looks like we got 2 wide on the left and 2 wide on the right. 14. Why is the clock stopped at 14:15? I don't know what they're doing. Are they having clock issues? All right, they're calling it 2nd and 11. Now the clock's rolling. All right, from their own 39, they got to get to the 50. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, steps up to the right, on the run, throws, midfield, caught at the 40 by number 18 for a 1st down. Good catch and throw, good on the run throw by Dresser Wynn. Caught it between the hash marks at about the 40. We got 13:39, so my clock is a little slow. Shotgun, handoff. No, he faked it. Apologies. Rolls to the right, throws it, and forward progress for a gain of 1. So we'll have 2nd and 9. All right. Yeah. Let's see. They're showing the old line still, so I don't know if it's 2nd and 9. No, of course it's 2nd and 8. We got under 13 minutes. Shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws to the middle. It's dropped. Throw was a little high and behind him. Oh, clock is rolling. We got 3rd and 8. Coming up for Memphis on their opening drive. They're in the white jerseys with the blue yokes and the blue helmets. They are going right to left on the screen. And Roughnecks are in their blue jerseys with the white yokes and blue helmets. All right, 3rd and 8. In shotgun, 3 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right. It's a delayed handoff that goes for a loss of 1 back at the 40-yard line, bringing up 4th and at least 9. We'll see what they call it on ABC here. I need to slide this up a little bit. I do need some room. All right, now they're saying 4th and 10. Are they going for it? Oh, my clock is a little... Nope, they stopped it at 11:48 for some reason. 4th and 10. And my monitor just went to sleep for a second there. Not sure what happened. Holy crap, I gotta look into this. Next commercial break. Okay, I don't know why we stopped. They haven't indicated a timeout. I don't know if there was an injury. They never showed it. Looks like the punting unit will come on, I would think. The play clock is stopped at 21. I don't know what the delay is. They haven't shown if there was an injury. Spencer, okay, they are in punt formation. Clock rolling. Matt Mangle, the punter. It's deep and hits at the 4. And it's going to be down to about the 3-yard line at 36. Oh, I got it. All right. Houston takes over for their first drive deep in their own territory. And that should be the first commercial break. Again, this is week 6 of the UFL out of a 10-week season. All right. I think my OneDrive is going crazy. I don't know why that would affect, so I'm going to quit. Don't pay for it. I don't know why my display was so messed up. I better make sure the cords are not loose, maybe, now that there's a commercial break. I don't know. That was worrisome. I haven't even had a chance to check Twitter today. Maybe I'll take a quick peek. Excuse me. Oh, apologies. I forgot about the play-by-play. I'll get it refreshed. Let me get that up. So there's the... Wow, their play-by-play is like dead. What the heck happened? Alright, there is like no play-by-play. There are quite a few plays behind. What on earth happened? Let's double check. Wow. What is going on? Yeah, they've gotten stuck since the holding penalty, it looks like. Usually the stats are pretty good, and they're not... Sometimes they're like right away, too. They're not behind. Wow. Okay, well, good thing I've got my score bug to keep track. Okay, their time's updating. Yeah, they're stuck on a play. All right, well, we shall see. I will keep refreshing. But they have nothing so far. Alright, they're doing some UFL promotion, so should be back from commercial shortly, I believe. Alright. Alright, looks like so opening drive punt by Memphis. They got into Houston territory. They got down to about the 40, and then the drive stalled out, and they punted. But they punted deep into Roughnecks territory. The ball got down at like the 3 or the 4. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Roughnecks. And they're talking about Jalen McClendon, who's the QB for Houston, and he's number 8. He was at NC State for 3 years, and then Baylor, and then his UFL, maybe XFL career. I didn't miss it. All right, 1st and 10. They gave him the 4. They're in shotgun. 3 to his right. Fakes the handoff. Throws left. Caught. And it's number 3 who gets close to a 1st down. And I got to speed up the clock a little. I think it's a 1st. They haven't indicated. Looks like, yeah, they gave it to him. They're in a bit of a hurry up. They're calling the play out. They're already set. He's in shotgun. He's got 2 to his left. Looks like a tight end and a receiver to his right. Throws right. And that's out near the 18-yard line. Give him a gain of... Wait, was that 2nd down? That must have been 2nd down. They never showed it. I think it's 1st and 10 now. They're so busy showing the starting lineups, they're not even showing the down and distance. All right, so I think that was 2nd and 1, and they picked up the 1st down on a pass. Shotgun, 3 receivers to his left, a back to his left. They hand it off up the middle, give him the 22 for about a gain of 3, bringing up, I believe, 2nd and 7. We'll see what they call it. Yep, 2nd and 7, 10-20. Okay, my bug isn't too far behind. I'll leave it. All right, Houston ball. In shotgun. A back. No, I'm sorry. He's under center, deep back. It's handed off up the middle, out, and he's got a 1st down at the 30-yard line. Good run by Houston. And let's see if we got the play-by-play. Wow, their play-by-play is dead, apparently. Maybe I'll try a different browser, see if that works. They're calling it 3rd and 1. How is it 3rd and 1? All right, I thought he had the 1st down. Apologies. 3rd and 1. They marked him back at the 28. Okay, my bad. 9:24. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, in shotgun, back to his right. It's a handoff up the middle. He's got the 1st down now, out near the 32-yard line. All right, apologies. I jumped the gun. All right, come on. Oh, I hit the wrong drop down. Apologies. All right, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to his right. In shotgun, a back to his left, receiver to his left. Shotgun, back to pass, looking right, throws. Is that caught or is it incomplete? They gave him the catch. He's out near the 35-yard line. 2nd and not sure. 32. All right, yeah, we're good. They still haven't given the distance. 2nd and 7. All right, Kiki Chisholm is number 3. Shotgun, a bunch formation, but it's a handoff to the right. And he gets a couple out near the 37 to bring up 3rd down. I'm guessing 5. We'll see what ABC says. 8 minutes to go, and it is 3rd and 5. All right. In shotgun, a back to his left. 2 receivers to his left, assuming there's 2 wide to his right. Back to pass, steps up, looks, throws to the back, over the middle, and he is wrapped up at the 41. Don't think he got to the 42 for the first down. Depends on the spot here. I believe it's 4th and 1, but yeah, it is. All right, 4th and 1. I assume the punting unit will head on. Yeah, McClendon's heading to the sideline. All right. Both opening drives are ending in punts. Let's see if the play-by-play is... Nope, still dead. Wow. All right, in punt formation. Here is the kick. It's away. Booming punt. They didn't even show where it landed. Must have been out of the end zone for a touchback. 6:53. Memphis takes over after the touchback for their first possession. Or I'm sorry, for their second possession. So they've had 3 starting quarterbacks. E.J. Perry, I think he got hurt. I don't know about Troy Williams. Maybe Perry was hurt after Williams, and now they've got Dresser Wynn, who I think got their only win, ironically. Oops, sorry, 1st and 10 for coming up here for 1st and 10 Memphis, their own 35-yard line. Let's get ready with the clock. Really wish their play-by-play wasn't dead. All right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, 2 backs with him. Handoff up the middle, up to about the 34 to bring up 2nd and 6. Can't see the clock. They're talking about all their all-access mic'd up people. All right. 6:23. Okay, mine is a little fast. 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Avoids the rush. Throws wide to the right. It's incomplete at 6:15. Bringing up. We also have a flag. So hold the phone here. 6:15 to go in the first. No score. Houston Memphis with the ball going right to left. They're still talking about it. No signal from the ref. We got illegal hands to the face, I believe, by Houston, giving Memphis a first down. One of the D linemen put his hands under the mask, trying to get to the quarterback. 6:15 to go. The clock will roll. Let me get that flag out of the way. 1st and 10. I bet you the clock's rolling, but they're too busy showing C.J. Johnson on the sideline and giving him a key, so I couldn't tell. Snap. Throws to the right. It's a tight end. He gets a gain of probably 3 out to the 38-yard line. So we'll have 2nd and... No, they're calling it 4. 2nd and 6. Let's see, 5:42. My clock's a little behind. 5:40. Okay, close enough. All right, 2nd and 6 from their own 38. In shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Back to pass, looking right. Throws over the middle. Dropped at 5:23, bringing up 3rd and 6 for Memphis. And it would be nice if they got their play-by-play working, and apparently that's just a no-go today. Whoops, got to get the clock rolling. 5:15. Yep. Shoot. 5:10. All right, 5:06. All right, we'll fix it later. 3rd and 6 from the 38-yard line. Under 5 now to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers to each side and a back to throw to the back out of the backfield. He catches it and is tackled immediately at the 41, bringing up 4th down. And the punt unit will head on. Man, I know the UFL is slow to get going, but last night nobody scored in the 1st or the 3rd, and the road team was shut out in the first half. Oh yeah, sorry, 4th and 3. They gave him a gain of 3. All right, punt formation. 2-1 on the play clock. Here is the kick. It's away, nearly blocked. Fair catch signal at about the 21. So 1st and 10 for at about their own 21-yard line as Houston gets ready for their second drive. All right, Yay! Play-by-play woke up finally. There we go. All right, let's quickly go through the stats. Time of possession, that looks about right. Yeah, yep, that's right. All right, yeah, not much to write home about as far as offensive stats so far. Decent day by the quarterbacks, just not for many yards. Dresser win, 4 of 6, 30 yards. Jalen McClendon, 4 of 4, 22 yards. 11 yards rushing for Memphis, 15 for the Roughnecks. 2 for 23, Kwame Lassiter the second, along of 21 on catches for Memphis. And for Houston, 2 for 12, Kiki Chisholm, along of 9. And that's it. We've had 2 punts by Houston and 1 punt by home team. 2 by Memphis, 1 by the home team, Houston. Nothing for Memphis defensively. We got a tackle for loss for Houston, TJ Franklin, and a pass breakup by Rashad Williams. Special teams, not much. We'll just look at the Matt Mangold, 2 punts for 74, long at 38, 1 inside the 20. And Houston 1 for 59, and that was a touchback. Yeah, that Mangle punt was downed at the 4, so he did his job. That's about it. Here's the drives. 2 punts for Memphis. They got all the way to the 40, and then their drive stalled out at the Houston 40. And Roughnecks punted. That was about it. All right. Oh, their thing says 406. I could have sworn it was 405. I'll confirm. All right, they're back. They're doing a family ties. Coach C.J. Johnson and head coach Al Luginbill. Nope. I gotta go this way. All right. Tom Luginbill is the commentator for ABC/ESPN. He's interviewing Johnson now. I gotta look into why this is so dark on my web browser. Let me know. I'll see what I can do. I don't know what I did to make that so dark. have to poke around. All right, it is 4:06 to go. I did apologies. All right, 1st and 10 for the Houston Roughnecks from their own. Actually, they gave him the 23. All right, 2 receivers to his left. He's in shotgun with a back to his right. And it's a handoff up the middle. He gets out to, depending on the spot. Oh, they're going to give him the 29 to bring up 2nd and 4. 3:50. Okay, good. I'm going to pause my clock for a second just to have it a hair behind. There we go. 2nd and 4 from their own 34. They got to get, 29. They need to get to the 33. Apologies. He's under center. He motions receiver. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He's got the first down. Out of bounds. Good catch in the flat by the running back. Good play fake. See if they updated. There it is. The one rush by White for 6. We'll see. We'll have to get it refreshed for the next. All right, 1st and 10. 3 minutes. Whoops, I got to pause. Shotgun, back to pass, looking left, throws to the back again at the 40, and he breaks the tackle, gets the first down the 50, 45, 40, inside the 30, still going. I think he got to the 20. Unbelievable catch and run there for the home team, Houston Roughnecks. First down. Wow, big play. In shotgun. Threw it to the back, out of the backfield. They had them wrapped up. 2 players hit each other, and 22 just took it. I got to get the clock rolling because I guarantee they put this in play. Let's get a refresh. Yeah, they almost missed the snap. There it is, a handoff while they're showing the replay. He gets to the 22, it looks like. Let's see that play here. McClendon for McClendon threw to Merritt for 37 yards. And I bet you, I know it's 2nd down. I got to get the distance. They're saying 7. I bet you my clock is way off. Because they too busy showing the replay. I'll have to catch up later. We got 1:45 for 2nd and 7. In shotgun, back to his right. It is a handoff up the middle. He's got the first down inside the 15 for Houston. Whoops. Did too many key characters there. All right, Houston with the ball, driving. This is the deepest drive we've had to date. What is going on? Oh, they're showing soccer scores. I was so confused. All right. Oh, shoot. We got an injured Showboat with 123. Apologies. Nope, and I hit the wrong button. All right, he's up. He's limping a little, but he's... Yeah, all right, he is being helped off the field. Slight limp. Apologies, missed the number. 1st and 10 coming up from, like, the 15-yard line for the Roughnecks deep in Showboats territory. I got to get ready with the clock here. So that was White for 7 yards for the first down. All right, yeah. 120. Okay, yeah, 117. All right, I'll fix it later. 1st and 10 in shotgun on the left hash mark. McClendon. Here's the snap. And it's another handoff. He gets 2. They're going to give him. I thought he had 3, but they gave him 2. So that'll be a 2nd and 8 coming up from about the 13-yard line. Under a minute now in the first half. So let's see if they're staying on top of the play-by-play here. White for 2 yards. I believe that's up to date. All right, 2nd and 8. Shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Throws right. Over the middle. It's actually caught for a touchdown at 29 seconds. And where is my banner? Apologies. Touchdown, Houston. And again, with 29s, I need to adjust this. Throw. He was looking right, and he threw over the middle. Maybe he was just looking over the middle. All right, they don't have the touchdown up yet. All right, they're 2 point. They're going for. I'm not even going to put it in. Here's the snap. It's a run. They get it easily. That was too easy. So it is 8-0 home team. Oh, I'm sorry. They went for 1. Apologies. Darn it. 7-0. Apologies. They were at the 2. I messed up. So sorry. All right, let's get the refresh here. Easy catch and throw. Man, they still don't have the touchdown. Number 11 caught it. McClendon to number 11. Oh, man, why? Please tell me they didn't freeze again. Yeah, it's going to all be... Here, I'll check the summary real quick. Nope. Yep, they are frozen. And this is the most trouble. Usually these are, at least in the games I've done, their thing is fine. All right. 1st and 10. It will be Houston. I'm sorry, Memphis ball, provided they don't fumble the kickoff. All right. Jalen McClendon getting interviewed. He's 7 for 7 for 80 yards and now a touchdown. There it is. It was Hall for 13 yards, and then the 1 point was run in by Merritt. Here's the kick. It is at about the 6 or 7 yard line, returned up the right side or the far side. Short of the 30. Actually, they're going to give them almost the 30 at 20. Why? The clock is still rolling. They let a couple seconds keep going. 1st and 10 coming up for the Memphis Showboats in their own territory. Great. Can we just get back to the screen? I really hate this when they got to talk about the betting. I know that's why this league is popular, because it's you can gamble, but it takes away from the broadcast. Just my opinion. All right, 1st and 10 in shotgun, and we have a flag. Ball start, so it's going to be 1st and 15 coming up for Memphis, who's going the wrong way. All right, still 19 seconds to go in the opening quarter. All right, in shotgun. Back to pass. Looks, throws left, deep down the field. Caught, incomplete at midfield. Maybe they wanted interference, not sure. We got 2nd and 15. Let's see if the clock is rolling yet. We're at... I messed up the time. I apologize. Yeah, now the clock's rolling. That'll probably be the end of the 1st quarter. Yep. 2nd and 15 coming up. They'll flip ends of the field, and that's the end of the 1st quarter. Thanks, Bubba. Appreciate it. All right. Memphis 0. Houston 7. End of 1st quarter. I think I can maybe make it to halftime without eating. We'll see. Let's get this last play-by-play up here. Yep, end of the quarter. Win is... Oh, yeah, wait. Win? Yeah, Dresser Win. Apologies. Forgot his name for a second there. All right. Oh, yeah, Blewett is the kicker for Houston. Yeah, Henderson had the false start. That's why it was 1st and 15. Incomplete at midfield to Anderson, and that ended the quarter. And so we had a catch by Hall for the touchdown and Merritt 2-yard rush for the 1-point conversion. All right, let's do a quick refresh, see what they got here. Yeah, don't forget tonight, 7 o'clock, Colorado at Dallas, Game 7, opening round series of the Western Conference. And then we'll have UFL tomorrow at 3 because the Game 7 between St. Louis and Winnipeg is on cable. But Fox has a UFL tomorrow. All right. Yardage, finally, after that drive, Houston's dominating there, 114 yards. Not much showing for the Memphis so far. Let's just go to the individual. All right, Dresser Win, 4 of 7, 30 yards. Jalen McClendon, 7 for 7, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Not much on the ground for, it's just Wes Hills for 13 on 2 carries. And Zaquandre White now has 30 yards on 7 carries for the Roughnecks. Memphis, 2 catches for 23 by Kwame Lassiter. And Merritt, 1 catch for 37. And Hall, 1 for 13 and the touchdown. 2 for Chisholm and White for 12 and 11 yards. All right, we'll get a refresh of the play-by-play once the quarter gets going. We got to reset our clock here. All right, second quarter, 2nd and 15 coming up for the Memphis Showboats. Dresser Win leading the way for them. Showing both coaches. There's the play clock rolling. 2nd and 15. They got to get to the 39. They're at their own 24. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to the left side for a gain of 1 to the 25-yard line, bringing up 3rd and long for Memphis. 14:43. Okay, my clock. 14:40. All right, yeah, we're right on it. 3rd and 14 from their own 25-yard line. They got to get to the 39. In shotgun on the left hash mark is Win. 2 receivers to his right. Looks like 2 backs in. Back to pass, looking. And he throws to one of the backs on the right side, or maybe it's a tight end, 89. And that's going to be no gain and bring up 4th down. And the punting unit will come on for Memphis once again. Not much going right if you're a Showboats fan. They gave him a loss of 1, so 4th and 15 actually. 114 to 41 yards in favor of Houston. All right, here's the snap. Here's the approach. The kick, I think it might have been partially tipped. It was a terrible punt out of bounds. That had to have been tipped. He had a heap of, and we got an injured Roughneck grabbing his hamstring, hobbling off. Number 10 for Houston. They blew it right up the middle. He might have kicked it into his own guy, or he just shanked it. I don't know, but it's 1st down in great field position. They're showing it for Houston. Great. I think he just shanked it. I don't know if that was tipped. That might have. I don't know. The special teams coordinator thinks they did something. They did credit him with a block. Okay, it was hard for me to see that, but make it 1st and 10 at the 35. So great field position for the Houston Roughnecks. Throw to the right side at the 30-yard line. Going to bring up, they gave him a gain of 6, so 2nd and 4. Just inside the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4 from the 29-yard line. Am I a touch? Yeah, I guess I jumped the gun on the clock. All right, 2nd and 4. McClendon in shotgun, number 27 to his right. 2 receivers each side. Here's the snap. Throws to the left flat, and he's tackled for a loss, number 11. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. As we get a replay. I have no idea on the yardage here. It's 3rd and long. They got to tell me. They still don't have the yardage. 12:40, clock rolling. 3rd and 6 they call it, so a loss of 2. 3rd and 6 from the 31-yard line. He's 9 for 9, 84 yards and a touchdown. That is Jalen McClendon. In shotgun, motions the back. 2 receivers each side. Back to pass, we got a penalty, and it's incomplete and tipped. 12-18, but there's a flag on the play. So let's see what the call is. Huge call. And what do you do, depending on who it's on? Do you try to push them out of field goal range if it's a holding, or do you just take the incomplete pass? False start, no play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Yeah, they took a while to blow that dead because the pass was incomplete before anybody stopped. All right. Okay, declined. Yeah, they're taking the incomplete pass, which, yeah, that's the right call. It's only 7-0. All right, we got a field goal attempt coming up here. Chris Blewett, he is 6 for 8. His long is 44, and this is a 49-yard attempt from his left hash mark. There's the snap. The kick is on the way, and it is good at 12:01. I got to catch up the clock. And we got a 10-0 game in favor of the home team, Houston Roughnecks. Good from 49. And that'll be 1st down coming up. We'll have the kickoff coming up. We're at a commercial break. Let me take the 10 out. We'll go to kickoff here. Oh, let's refresh the play-by-play. And there it is, 49 yards from Blewett. That's his long for 2025. Maybe his career, I don't know. I didn't catch it. Good snap, good hold by Rivers. Good kick. Memphis is covering. They were favored by 3.5. Over-under was 37.5. So, looks to be okay for the under so far. Last night's game was like this too. Scoreless after 1 and then 9-0 at half. And still 9-0 after 3. And a 12-6 final. It was briefly 9-6. Oh, excuse me. Oh, boy. How are some of these shows that have been on for 20, 25 years still on? Well, just never got into these reality shows, but to each his own. All right. Let's get the summary quickly here. Domination by Houston. Memphis had a good opening drive. They got down to the 40, and then their drive stalled out. Offense, Dresser win, 5 of 8, 29 yards. McClendon, 9 of 10, his first incompletion, 83 yards and a touchdown. Not much for rushing either team and receiving for Memphis. Now, here are 9 catches for 83 yards by the Roughnecks receiving corps. Defense, 1 tackle for loss by Mark Gilbert by the Memphis defense. 2 tackles for losses Houston, and 2 pass breakups. The breakups Isaac and Williams, Marsh and Franklin on the tackles for losses. All right. Here's your drive summary. Punt, 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 and punt, touchdown, field goal. All right, we're at the kickoff. Everybody looks to be set. They teed up the ball. Number 33 back to receive for Memphis. Here's Blewett. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken at the 5 and returned up the middle. Out at about the 30-yard line with 11:55 to go. First down for the Showboats at about their own 30. Dresser win. Team dinner they're showing. They had some barbecue. Looks like somebody had the grill out. Pretty cool of him to do that. Team bonding. All right, 1st and 10 from the right hash mark. Win in shotgun. Number 22 lined up behind him. 2 receivers each side. 1 motions right to left. They hand it off. And he gets the first down depending on the spot. Maybe he's a yard short. I got it. Depends on where they spot it here. I'm assuming 1st and 10, but now they're going to show the replay, so I don't know for sure. Number 22 on the carry. And it is a first down. Shotgun, another handoff to the right side. This is a good gain for maybe 6, bringing up 2nd and 4, I'm guessing. They just flashed 1st and 10, which obviously isn't true. Let's go, ABC. Wake up. It is not 1st and 10. That was not. It is 2nd and 4 from the 46 in shotgun. Another handoff to the right. Gets maybe 1, bringing up 3rd and 3. But guess what? We have a flag on the play. And now they're interviewing Noel Mazzoni, the offensive coordinator. So I have no idea what the flag call is. I don't know the time. It's actually 10:59 where the clock stopped. And I didn't see the call. They don't have the down and distance because they didn't show it. So it was going to be 3rd and 3. No clue. No indication by ABC. Play clock is rolling. They don't have the down and distance. Is it 1st? It must be 1st. Okay. Finally, we get the call. Unbelievable. They're at the 48 of the Roughnecks. Handoff goes nowhere, maybe 1 yard. And somehow my clock got ahead. So we got 2nd and 9 coming up. Now they're showing more interviews. They can't. All they're doing is showing the 2nd and 9. And ABC does such a bad job. I really prefer Fox. From the 48. Shotgun back to pass, looking right. Throws over to 86, who takes it up between the hashes for the first down. Finally, this is the deepest drive for Memphis. We got 10:05. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. That looks good. 10 minutes to go in the opening half. Whoops, I apologize. I will refresh the play-by-play. Fell asleep here a little. First and 10 in shotgun, number 22 to his right. Two receivers split wide, one in motion to the left. They toss it. It's actually a reverse. Number 9 around the left end towards the sideline. He gets a first down and out of bounds near the 20. I think I accidentally paused it there for a second. Another first down for Memphis as they get closer to the red zone. Number 9 on the end around, or reverse. All right, 9:06. Okay, the clock's good. First and 10. We got 5 seconds on the play clock. In shotgun, 2 seconds. It's a hand. Nope, they fake the handoff. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Good defense by Houston, their D line, bringing up 2nd and 10. And I'm going to roll the clock while they show the replay because I guarantee I'm going to get behind. I'd rather go ahead and then maybe bump it back up. No, of course. Yeah, I'm behind. Great. All right, 2nd and 10, 8:33. Okay. From the 20-yard line, they got to get to the 10. 3 to his right, in shotgun, looks right, throws left, at the 5. Caught, I think, before going out of bounds. It was a battle, but we have a flag. Might be DPI, but we'll hold off on the call here. Refs get together, decide on the call. How did I screw up the time again? Oh, ineligible, or illegal touching. Probably went out of bounds and came back in and was the first person to touch the ball. All right, so that's going to replay 2nd down. Ineligible downfield. Okay, I misjudged what the call was. So I think that's 5 yards. Believe we'll have a 2nd and 15 coming up from the 25-yard line. It is 2nd and 15. Oh, I got to get my flag alert out of there. 2nd and 15. What are they going to challenge? I don't understand. Are they reviewing? Is somebody on a challenge? Come on. They're showing the replay booth. Okay, I don't know. Is this an automatic? Pereira's reviewing it. I don't know if Memphis used the super challenge or why we're reviewing this. It's close. The line of scrimmage was the 20. They're showing a lineman who's between the 18 and 19-yard line when the throw is made. So I don't think they're going to be able to overturn this. His foot, I guess you're allowed 3 yards, according to, I don't know what. All right, well, I guess I better listen to Pereira. Okay, 1st and goal at the 3. That's what Pereira just ruled. I don't know if we'll get a challenge now by Houston. I guess there was no illegal man downfield. He was like 1.5 yards downfield. Pereira seemed to indicate you could be 3 yards downfield. So it could have been a pick easily. 23 could have picked it, and number 4, I mean, all honesty, got away with OPI and got the grab. So they said incomplete, but now, all right, the clock is rolling, so I'm going to have to play catch up. 1st and goal, handoff up the middle. I believe it's a touchdown. Nope, no. What the heck? They marked him back at the 2. Apologies, I could not see it. So 2nd and goal from the 2. Let's get a refresh on the play-by-play here. I wish I didn't have to keep scrolling down. Yeah, I think they're stuck on the review. And now we got D. Anderson, number 4, who just made the catch. That's who they're interviewing. And clock is stopped at 7:44 on 2nd and goal. We have an injury for Houston. That's the stoppage. All right, they got Benson, looks like number 30 on the Houston defense. He's up. He's walking off on his own power. So that's good news. Hopefully he's not too banged up. He's 24 years old, out of Oklahoma State. All right, whoops, 7:44, 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line coming up. All right, clock rolling, 7. Yeah, I'll have to catch it up later. All right, in shotgun, receiver in motion. Oh, they fake the handoff, and then they throw into the end zone for a touchdown at 7:26. Showboats on the board, finally. Making it a 10-6 game. Jay Wilson, number 88, the tight end, for 2 yards from Spencer Wynn. And we'll see what they go for here. Oh yeah, well, I have the... What are they going for? They're going for 2. Shoot. From the 5, shotgun, back to pass, throws over the middle, tipped away, incomplete. So no good. Bringing up kickoff coming up here. Yeah, I gotta just forget that and stop doing all these graphics. Just do what I can to call it. So they rolled to his right on the pass, threw it, and wide open in the back corner. There wasn't much of a play fake because the back was already gone, but he got open. Tight end was wide open. It must have been busted coverage on Houston's defense. But it is still a 10-6 game, so they're not. 2-pointer failed, incomplete, and we're at a timeout. All right, let's take a quick look at the offensive numbers. Dresser Wynn. Oh, it didn't refresh yet. There it is. 8 for 12, 61 yards, and now a touchdown for Dresser Wynn. Jalen McClendon, 9 for 10, 83 yards, and a touchdown. He completed his first 9 passes of the game. Wes Hills now has 32 yards rushing, 7 carries. That's for Memphis. And for Houston, 7 carries for 30 by Zaquandre White. And receiving pretty spread out for Memphis. 2 for 23 for Lassiter. J.J. Wilson, 2 for 6, including the 2-yard touchdown. And for Houston, 1 for 37, Merritt. 3 receivers with 2 catches, and Hall has the touchdown, 2 for 11. So 3 punts for Memphis before they finally got a touchdown. We've had a punt, a touchdown, and a field goal for Houston, and their 4th drive is coming up after the commercial. And that'll catch you up. And last night it was 12-6. Let's see. Arlington lost to who did they play? Oh man, forgetting. Apologies. Arlington lost on the road in St. Louis, 12-6, Battlehawks victory. If you weren't with us last night, and we will have the game tomorrow at 3. Let's take a quick look at who that is again. So later today, DC, Michigan. That should be a good game. I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait, what? I'm sorry, that's tomorrow. So no other game UFL today. So I'll have the Brahmas at Stallions coming your way, 3 p.m. Central. All right, they're showing a replay. They're talking to Dresser Win, I assume, about the touchdown. Would be nice if we could get back here, but for the kickoff, yeah, we're about set. All right, ball is teed up. Here's the approach. There's the kick. It's going to be taken. Wow, terrible camera coverage. They never showed the guy who had the ball. It's returned to the 20. They didn't have both return men on the screen. Man, ABC is brutal. Or ESPN, I guess. ESPN on ABC. 7:20 to go. 1st and 10. Houston ball. They had a touchdown and field goal on their last 2 drives. We're still talking about odds. We're not even showing the field. This drives me crazy. All right, they marked the ball about the 21. 1st and 10. In 2 receivers and a tight end. So to his left, a receiver. I'm sorry, a running back behind him. He's under center. Motions, and we got a timeout by Houston. So let me mark that off real quick. Houston still has 2 timeouts left. All right, they signaled timeout. Finally, ABC acknowledges it. Good grief. All right, now why is the clock? They screwed up. What in the world? They screwed up the game clock, I think. That was not the play clock. Oh, man. Get it together, ABC. This is ridiculous. All right, they're showing the Houston highlights. There's the touchdown pass over the middle to number 11. All right. They got a different looking game clock now. They're having issues. 1st and 10 from the 21 on the right hash mark. 16 seconds on the play clock. This looks like a secondary clock system. Handoff up the middle. Give him a gain of, I guess, 4 at the 25. Bring it up. And, of course, my clock is ahead somehow. No, now I'm all right. Should be 2nd and 6, and we have an injury at 7:06. Apologies for letting the clock run. Kirk Merritt, that was the ball carrier for Houston. He is injured. Hopefully he's all right. Looking at his legs, I believe. All right, we got a close game. Fortunately, I haven't had too many blowouts covering the UFL here. So Merritt, they're giving him a gain of 5, so on the play-by-play, I'm going to put 2nd and 5. It sure looks like 6 to me, though. I don't really trust their play-by-play. It is 2nd and 6, according to TV. I would believe that. Oof. I gotta sit back a little bit. Hopefully that's not affecting the audio because my neck is killing me from looking over to the bug. I think I need to move this a little more over for me to see it. Alright. Oh, he's just walking off the field under his own power. Hopefully he's alright. Again, number 22, the running back for Houston on that last play, too. All right. Looks like they're set. That was Merritt. Clock is rolling. 2nd and 6 from the 25-yard line. In shotgun. Here's the snap. Looking left. Throws to the back. Behind the line of scrimmage to the right. And this is going to be a loss of about... Oh, they're going to give him forward progress. So only a loss of 4. Should be 3rd and 10. I thought it was easily a loss of I thought it was be 3rd and 11 easily. That was a generous spot. 6:30. Yep. All right. 18 seconds on the play clock. They break the huddle. In shotgun. A back to his right. Number 6. 3 receivers to his left. 1 to his right. From the 21-yard line. Shotgun. Back to throw. Looking left. Throws down the left sideline, out of bounds, incomplete. Bringing up 4th and 10 for Houston, and they will send the kicking unit on for only the 2nd time today in 4 drives. All right, catch for -4, yeah. Actually, it was -5. Rush. Whoops, forgot to get the clock going again. Here's the punt. And caught at the 32-yard line, near the far sideline. Returned up to maybe the 40, depending on forward progress. Clock still rolling it, and now it stops at 5:33, so I got some catching up to do. 1st and 10 coming up for Memphis. Oops, yeah, Memphis ball, 1st and 10 in their own territory. They mark them at the 37. Okay. They're still talking to the Showboats player. Looks like a defender, number 8. Yeah, they're showing the tackle for loss on that 5-yard -5 pass. The previous drive. All right, from the 37, in shotgun, motions a receiver, back to his right, 4 seconds, there's the snap, handoff to the left side. That's going to be a loss of 2, bringing up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 12. Great, sounds like they're hammering a fence behind me by my wonderful neighbors. 2nd and 12 from their own 35-yard line. Still showing the Showboats defender. All right, 3 receivers to his right, a back to his left, number 34. 1 receiver to the left. There's the snap. Throws to the back at the 35. He gets up to the 40. Bringing up 3rd and 7 for the Showboats, trailing by 4. We got 4:45. Okay, that's good. Now they're showing the replay. Again, should be about 3rd and... Yeah, it is 3rd and 7. From the 40, they got to get to the 47. Dresser win in shotgun. 2 to his right, 1 to his left. A back to throw. Looking. Dumps it to the back. 34. He's got the first down. Inside the 50. 45. 40. Tackled. Hammered down at about the 38. Great play for the Showboats, and they are in Roughnecks territory as we approach 4 minutes to go in the opening half. Just dumped it, made it look like he was looking downfield. Oh, that's Prince, number 34. Oh, we got a flag at 4:16. Crap. I think they tacked it on, but I got to catch my clock up here. Personal foul, I'm assuming on Houston. Yeah, they're lining up at about the 25. So it must have been some sort of roughing. Either I missed it, either on the tackle. All right, 2 receivers each side, a back to his right. Looks like, I don't think it's Prince, I can't tell. In shotgun, 4 minutes to go. Throws left. Caught between the numbers and the sideline, about the 20 to bring up. Should be second and what, 5? I don't know. We'll see. And they're showing some body cam footage. It's second and 6. I thought 6 and didn't. All right, 3:31. I'll catch my clock up later. In shotgun, same formation, 2 to each side, a back behind him this time. It's a handoff to Prince to the left side. He's got the first down near the 10. He's out of bounds at about the 9. Should bring up first and goal with 3:15 to go. And they should roll the clock soon. I'm going to try and stay on it. Yep, there it is. First and goal coming up for the Showboats. All right, 2:56. Yeah, okay, I'll catch my clock later. First and goal from about the 9. Oh, they faked the handoff to Prince. It's a keeper by Dresser Wynn. He's in for a touchdown at 2:46. And Memphis has their first lead of the game at 12-10. 9-yard rushing TD by Dresser Wynn. They faked the handoff to Prince to the left. And they are huddling. We will see what they go for here. 1 point would give them a 3-point lead. We'll see what they go for. I'm not going to mess with the graphics. All right, it is a 2-point attempt. All right, going for 2 from the 5-yard line. In shotgun, backs to each side. Looks, throws over the middle. Caught in the back of the end zone, over the middle by number 9. Make that 14-10 in favor of the road team. Late in the first half. All right, let's get rid of the 2-point. Put the kickoff coming up. Great play fake to Prince. Dresser Wynn keeps it, bowls his way into the end zone, and then on the 2-pointer, looked over the middle, went for 2, threw the pass. Let's try to get the play-by-play here updated. See if they've got it on the UFL site here. There it is. They don't have the 2-pointer yet, but there's the 9-yard run for Dresser Wynn. All right, he's got his first carry for 9 yards and a touchdown, and on that drive, he was 3 for 3 for 30 yards and a first down. Yeah, they had a big gain and then 1 first down. That doesn't sound right. Big gain and then a roughing penalty or personal foul penalty. All right, we're getting ready for the kickoff. Houston has 2 timeouts left plus the 2-minute warning. There's the kick to the near sideline, taken just inside the 15. We got a weird camera angle, near numbers. Breaks a tackle inside the hashes, and he gets it near the 30. It's going to be like the 28-yard line. First and 10 for the Roughnecks in their own territory. Let's give them the ball. First and 10, trailing by 4. They were up 10-0 at one point. Then 10-6. Now they trail 14-10. Both teams really need a win to have any chance at the playoffs. Especially Memphis, but really both teams. All right, shotgun. Oh, we got a sack on first down. This is going to be second and long. Right up the middle. They had a behind the quarterback look, and he came unblocked. 51. The guard was double teaming with the center and missed 51 straight up the middle. We got 2nd and 17 coming up. The line is back to pass, looking, throws, caught, nope, incomplete, dropped at 2:02 to go in the first half. We got 3rd and 17, and that'll probably be the 2-minute warning because it is. They spotted in play, and we got a 3rd and 17 with 2 timeouts now, and they may, if they don't pick this up, Memphis will call a timeout and get the ball back and see if they can get some more points before the half here. And let's see, Memphis started with the ball. It will be Houston's ball coming out of the second half. So hockey's tonight. I believe NBA is tonight. Let's refresh. There it is. 2-point conversion from Wynn to Adams. Then the kickoff. Then the sack for -7 by Dowell. And then an incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd and 17 and the 2-minute warning. All right, let's check real quick. Forgot who's playing. No, I don't want tickets. Are you kidding me? 6:30 tonight. Yeah, it's on True. TNT True and Max. That's Game 7 of Clippers Nuggets. Well, I'm doing hockey anyways. Don't forget, tonight, 7 p.m., Colorado Avalanche at Dallas Stars, 3-3, Game 7, opening round of the Western Conference playoffs, NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. Should be a good one. Thanks for tuning in here so far. Good game going, 4-point game. Roughnecks were favored by 3.5 at home. The over-under at 37.5. Now that's starting to look a little bit into question. After the way the game started, it was only 7-0 Houston after 1, and it was 10-0 and 10-6, and now suddenly it's 14-10 Memphis on top. So under, I thought maybe the under, but just kind of had the feeling because last night's game was so low scoring. But looks like if you bet the over, you might be in good shape here. Only needing 14 more points the rest of the game, but to hit the over. All right, they're showing C.J. Johnson on the sideline, the Houston head coach. So what do you do here on 3rd and 17? Do you maybe just run it, get the clock rolling, force them to burn a timeout? You throw, try to pick this up, could go either way. Logic in both, I guess. All right, come on. I see they're set. I can see it on the there we go, on the stadium jumbotron. All right, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Back to throw, rolls to his left, dumps it. We got a penalty, and the play is close to a first down. I don't believe they caught it. I thought I started the clock. Let's see what the flag is for. Apologies, I probably hit the stupid play clock on accident. I believe this is coming back. Illegal block in the back on Houston. I think we're going to replay 3rd down. Is that 3rd and 27? I mean, yeah, because otherwise they might go for it on 4th and 1, and also they might have better field position to punt. It is 3rd and 27. Clock stops for the penalty. Under 2 minutes to go in each half. Whereas outside of that, they would eventually mark it, the ball in play and roll the clock. All right. Eric Price is the passing game coordinator. They're showing him. Split screen, shotgun, back to pass. Throw short to the right side. Tripped up at about the 20. Make it the 21. Bringing up 4th and long. Clock stopped at 1:43. I'm assuming first timeout by Memphis. No indication by ABC. Short pickup. Punting unit will come on. I have no idea the distance. They're not showing it. I'm assuming I'm going to mark the timeout. Yes, it is a Showboats timeout. Nice of ABC to frickin' finally wake up and the clock is rolling. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, they are having clock issues. Still 1:43. They had to go to their secondary. They're having clock issues. This is their secondary clock system, you can tell. All right, it is 4th and 18. Finally got the indication. The punting unit is on. 83. Oh, that's the guy who had the kick 6 for a 108-yard return. I forgot that guy's name in their win last week. All right, from their own 21, there's the snap. There's the kick. It's away. And taken inside the 30, about the 26. Trying to get to the right side. He's going east-west. Not much there. Hammered down at about the 27. Looks like they got their regular clock back at the end of the play. I don't know what is wrong with ABC here. All right, ball for Memphis, 2 timeouts, each team with 2 timeouts, 1:29. Dresser Wynn comes back on the field. He is 11 of 15 for 92 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 9-yard rushing touchdown, and a good 2-point conversion pass. And apologies for the noise in the background, our wonderful neighbors. Our 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, 15 on the play clock. In shotgun, 3 to his left. Back to pass, looking, throws right, caught by number 4, and he's near a first down. He should have a first down, forward progress. Oh, we got some pushing and shoving, though. That's going to stop the clock at 1:21. I don't know. 22 wants a flag. Play clock's rolling. Game clock's rolling. No flags. Our 1st and 10 from their own 38 in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. 1 comes in motion to the right. A back to his left. He steps back, throws over the middle. Caught by 4. Hammered down again at the 45. And 101 before they spot it. It should be 2nd down. Don't know the yardage. Clock rolling. 2nd and 3. Clock under a minute now. In shotgun from the 45. Fakes the handoff. Throws right. Caught by number 18 at about the Roughnecks 49 and a first down. In Houston territory. And I'm assuming, nope, they're going hurry up. The clock is rolling. 37 seconds. I'll catch mine up. In shotgun, 3 to his left, 1 to his right, a back to his left. From the 49-yard line, back to pass. Dresser Wynn has to roll to his right to avoid the rush. Thrown wide of the mark. And incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10 with 23 seconds to go. They're at the 49, so they need to pick up a first down to get into field goal range. They still have 2 timeouts. Not sure why they let the clock roll so far there. They really could have used a timeout. Now you're kind of limited. I guess you could do 2 quick plays and still have time for a field goal. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 49. Here's the snap. Back to throw. Avoids the rush. Throws weakly and short. Incomplete. Near the 40. 18 seconds left. Rush was right up the middle. And he did everything he could to get rid of it. But I believe I think Wynn got hurt. Hit on the play. Yeah, the left tackle got beaten inside. The edge rusher moved to the right and then quickly slipped inside to apply the pressure. 2 timeouts remaining, only 18 seconds in the opening half, and we got 3rd and 10 for the visiting Showboats. All right, shotgun, back to pass, looking right, throws, caught at the 45, hammered down at about the 44. I guess they're just going to let the clock roll and call their timeout at 6 seconds. So 4th down. Whoops. 4th and not 10. They're showing March 14th he hit a 70-yarder in practice. So are they sending the kicking out? I don't know. Yeah, Matt Coughlin is out there. Coghlin. Number 49. 8 for 10, 52 is his long of the year. 4th and 5. Alright, let me get the distance updated and the stupid clock. They had 9 seconds to go. 4th and 5. And did somebody else use a timeout? All right, Memphis has 1 left. I knew I figured they used 1. All right, nope, not a field goal. They are gonna punt. Apologies. They thought about it and they reconsidered. So I was wrong. 9 seconds to go. 20 on the play clock. Punting unit is on. 4th and 5 from about the 44. Here's the punt. Oh, it's shanked. It's going to get a favorable Memphis bounce, though, inside the 5. That punt was super short. That's going to be the half. And that's where we stand at halftime. 14-10 in favor of the visitors. First down. We're not going to say in 10. Game status, halftime. Actually, let's put empty. Empty just shows up. All right. It will be... all right, we'll put kickoff then instead of 1. Halftime. Well, all right, I'm going to put 1. First and... No. See the down halftime? That looks weird. It doesn't take empty. It just shows empty. Empty and... We'll put kickoff. Halftime. 14-10. Road team. Decent. They started like 11:05, so not under 90 minutes first half. We'll take that. Apologies. I will update the play-by-play for the end of the half here. Okay, I believe they're 12-minute halves, so we should resume in the second half at 12:45 Central. I'm going to maybe get some lunch quick here. And water. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be right back. Actually, let's put the halftime stats up. Give you something to look at. Time of possession looks to be correct. Yeah. Okay. We'll put that up for now. And we'll be right back. Again, Houston gets the ball in the second half. Memphis had the ball first. I will restore the timeouts first, though, so I don't forget that. Excuse me. I should put field goal. No, I'll just put alerts for touchdowns, I think. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, let me put the halftime score in. 14-10. To sit this long. Holy cow. Gonna need some electrolytes later. Alright, we are back. Should be about another 5 minutes till second half starts. Trying to grab a quick lunch here. Alright, OBS is cooperating. No added stress on my internet with the new graphics. The game last night went well too. I wish I had fast enough internet so I could stream to Kick and or Twitch, but all I get drop frames, so that means the video's freezing. I wish I could get faster internet too. I have AT&T. I've been waiting for fiber for almost 9 years now. It's available in other parts of my town, but not in my area for some reason. I don't want to go 5G, like whichever one's available, T-Mobile or what was the other one? Verizon. One of them is in this area because it's too slow for like gaming. You know, I have sons that play games online, and plus, who knows if it would be fast enough for me to even stream to YouTube. I don't trust it. Put up the passing numbers for both quarterbacks and for the Showboats receivers. Well, so far so good. I like this site I found for overlays. They're free. Obviously, they take donations. If anybody's interested, it's overlays.uno. overlays.uno. If you want your own overlays, if you're interested in, they have more than just sports too. You know, you can do like news and stuff. Alright, yeah, we're getting close. I think I'm going to have to cut my lunch short here. Hopefully I don't have avocado on my face. Alright, let's get ready. I'm going to have to reset the clock, which is always a adventure. Can't I just zero it out? Can I type a number in? Okay, good. I wasn't sure I could. Apologies. Alright, coming up third quarter kickoff. Again, Memphis had the ball first, so it will be Houston's ball, trailing by 4 at home. Again, important game for both teams. You know, I should put that on my lower. I got plenty of room. Week 6 of 10 UFL. Regular season. Is that too much? Yeah, there we go. Maybe I need to space it out a little bit. Shoot, what did I just do? Dash space. Okay. Alright. So TDECU Stadium, Houston, Texas. week 6 of 10 UFL regular season. All right. I really don't need this, but this is the only football score bug I liked. They had some with they had some other, I think they had one with like gold bars, but I don't know, I didn't like it as much. Again, overlays.uno, I didn't want to put a link. That's where I get the score bug at the bottom. And with OBS software, I'm streaming, and I'm just sharing, doing a window capture with the XFL site. And we'll get to the play-by-play here in a second. That's probably going to take them a little bit to update. All right, I need to get ready with the clock. All right, ready with the flag, ready with the clock. Here's the kick left to right. Houston takes it at the 10. Returns it at the right hash mark, now near the numbers, cut back to the hash mark again and hammered down with, whoops, I thought I started the clock, apologies. So 1st and 10 coming up for Houston, and of course we have a flag on the play, so hold on. And I accidentally let the clock roll. Holding on Houston, so that will back them up deep into their own territory. 14:52, just underway here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, let's see the line of scrimmage. McClendon, number 8. Live lines. Now Memphis is favored by 2.5. Over under 43.5. There's the snap. It's a handoff. Give them a gain of 3 to the right side, out near the 16-yard line, the 17-yard line. Bringing up 2nd and 7. Eric Price is the passing game coordinator. He must call the plays too. Showing him in the booth. All right, three. Okay, a tight end. So 3 receivers to his right. I'm sorry, 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Shotgun him back to pass, throws right, blocking downfield, and I think he's got the first down. Yep, first down. Number 11 again on the reception for Houston. That's 14:04. I'll catch the clock up later. 1st and 10. There's the kickoff. Okay. Handoff, number 8. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a keeper. No, it must be 6. I don't think he got anything. It's going to be 2nd and long. I'll check the numbers. Apologies. That was number 6 on the carry for 2 yards, bringing up 2nd and 8. All right. Got to pay attention. Fix the clock later. 13:32. Okay, it's not that. I'm only a couple seconds ahead. Or behind. Apologies. All right. In shotgun. 8 seconds on the play clock. 5. 2 receivers each side and a back to his right. Back to pass, looking, throws right to the back, who is out near the 34-yard line, maybe the 33, but it's 3rd and about 3. Let's see what ABC puts. All right, come on. Well, they've given no decision on the distance, so I can't. 3rd and 3. I should have just gone with my gut. All right, from the 33, shotgun. It's a handoff that goes no gain and bringing up 4th and 3 and likely the punting unit for the old Houston Roughnecks here. 4th, yeah, maybe no gain, maybe a loss. We'll see. Let me try to refresh the play-by-play here. There it is. All right. Yeah, Isaiah Henney, number 83 on Memphis. He had a 108-yard missed field goal return for a touchdown at the end of the first half in their win last week. There's the punt, 4th and 3. It bounces and goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be 1st and 10. Showboats' first drive of the second half. And we go to a commercial break. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it. Helps out the channel. If you like what we do here, please hit like on the video and subscribe. And I would greatly appreciate it. But thanks for watching in any case. So that was a 46-yard punt out of bounds at the 21 according to the play-by-play. We'll see how accurate that is. So a revised or a live according to ESPN, since they got to hammer the betting. I'm not saying I'm against betting. It's not something I do. It just gets annoying in the broadcast. They could tone it down a little bit. So now they're saying Memphis by 2.5, and the over/under got revised to I think 42.5. Before the game, it was Houston by 3.5, and I think 37.5 was the over/under. I was thinking over or under pregame, but the only one that I've done that I believe was under was the game last night at 12 to 6. St. Louis over the visiting Arlington Renegades. I'll have to check out. Plan to do White Sox baseball starting Monday night. So if you're a baseball fan, tune in then. That's about all I get over the air free, except for like Saturday night Fox games. But I think I'll just stick to the White Sox. We'll see. Depends on what's on the schedule between WNBA, which I'm planning to do. Mostly the Sky. Maybe some Friday night WNBA on Ion, which is free over the air. And they also have Amazon games. They also have Prime games on Prime on Thursday. So just looking to fill the gaps in until, like preseason football. We'll see what the schedule looks like. I have no desire to do college football just because it takes forever. But we'll see. Maybe I'll revisit that. But that's a fall question. We're still in spring. So we'll see how the summer goes here. Not sure how I will do for baseball. It's going to be a lot of graphical work. All right. I apologize. I could do the kickoff here. I guess I should have done that. All right. Coming up on the... Oh, sorry. Yeah, we already had the kickoff. What am I doing? 1st and 10. And the ball is at the 25-yard line, so the play-by-play was wrong initially. All right, in shotgun. It's a handoff to Prince to the left side. This is going nowhere. This is going to be a loss of 2 or 3, depending on the spot, bringing up second down, 2nd and long. Marvin Moody Jr., they're highlighting on Houston. I think he's number 11 on the defense. No. He was talking to 11. Can't read his number. They're hard to read. They're red on blue. All right, it is 2nd and 12. In shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Motions the back, Prince to the right. Back to pass, throws high over the middle, incomplete. And good job of the defender to slow down because he could have lit that defensive receiver up. So going to be 3rd and 12 after the incompletion. I assume the clock is rolling because once they spot it, they put it in play. Yeah, it is, and I'm actually behind, so it's a good thing I rolled it. 10:52, I'll fix it later. 3rd and 12 from their own 22 or 23. Back to pass, throws right. Almost intercepted near the 50-yard line. And we will have 4th and 12 and the punting unit for as Dresser Wynn comes to the sideline. Clock rolling now. It's a good thing about the UFL. Okay, let's quickly update the play-by-play for this last drive. Yeah, Prince for -2, incomplete pass for Lassiter, and then incomplete. Almost picked. There's the punt. And it's caught at about the 22, between the hashes. Return to the left side by the numbers, past the 40, out to maybe the 44, depending on the spot. 1st and 10 coming up for Houston. It looked like Dresser Wynn took a hit on that high throw. Oh, yeah. They just showed the body cam footage. Holy crap. Wow, what a hit. He got blown up. Yeah, reminder, tune in tonight at 7 for Colorado at Dallas, Game 7 here on Sinbin Stream on YouTube. All right, 1st and 10. They marked him at their own 43-yard line. Good field position. 2 receivers each side, a back to his left in shotgun. Fake the handoff. We got a flag on the field. He rolls to his right and throws down the right sideline. Almost intercepted. Clock stopped at 10:07. Let's see what the flag is for. Okay, they got a live mic for the ref. Let's see what. 2 players in motion. Sounds like illegal motion. Illegal shift. All right, illegal shift. Did they take the, repeat 1st down? I believe that's a 5-yard penalty. We will confirm. So 2 players were in motion. That's a no-no. This isn't the CFL or in arena or indoor football. Oh, crap. Clock. No. Yeah, clock rolling, 10:02. Okay, I'm not too far behind. Actually, they declined it. 2nd and 10. Okay, they didn't indicate that. Thrown wide right and incomplete. Apologies. We got 3rd and 10 coming up for Houston. They had great field position, and now they face a 3rd and 10. And nobody's used their super challenge yet. If you don't know what that is, it just means that you're allowed to challenge for penalties that weren't called. I think that's the main difference between a regular NFL challenge. And if you win your super challenge, you get 1 more. If you lose a timeout. Then you have none remaining. All right, in shotgun, 3rd and 10, back to pass. Steps up and, gets grabbed by the jersey and he throws wide out of bounds to the left sideline. I think there was a receiver in the area, so I don't think this will be grounding. They had a behind the quarterback view. They're talking to Jaron Horton, the defensive coordinator for Memphis. He has a sweet hat on. Looks like one of those bucket hats. He's got the one side folded up. All right, should be the punting unit on. I see McClendon on the sideline. And the punter gets the snap, steps forward. Here's the kick between the hashes. Hits down. and is down. Wow, he should have let that bounce. The Houston player picked it up right away. That was a little surprising. All right. 1st and 10 coming up for the Showboats, who have a 4-point lead early on, or almost midway through the third quarter. We got a TV timeout. All right, yeah, a reminder, tonight, 7 o'clock, Colorado at Dallas, Game 7 of the opening round of the NHL playoffs, Western Conference. Then on Sunday, we got the UFL game at 3 p.m. Central. And then Monday night, 6:40 p.m. Central, I plan to do the White Sox game. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably Thursday then. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Sox are in KC at 6:40, and then they got a game at 1:10. Maybe it's a 4-game series. I'll have to double check, I assume. But then I'm going to have to decide. Maybe I'll have you guys vote. So next Friday, of course, we'll have the UFL at 7 p.m. Central. And the following Sunday, UFL at 11. That's Mother's Day. But Saturday, we should have UFL. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because my son has a game. I probably have to join it in progress. And then I think I'll skip the Hounds. I don't think I'm going to do rugby. I'll have to redo my welcome video. Rugby's at 3. I'd rather just join the football in progress and then take a break and then either do the White Sox at 6:10 or the Sky preseason game at 7. But yeah, maybe I'll hold off on preseason. Would be nice to get a warm-up basketball game before the regular season. Or actually, I think there's NBA on ABC that night, so maybe I'll do that instead. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to put a poll together on YouTube or X or here, like live during the game. Maybe I don't know. All right. Still not back from commercials. Still waiting. All right. What did I do with my phone? Oh, got it in my right pocket. To catch up on X, Twitter. Maybe at the quarter break. All right, 1st and 10 for Memphis. Dresser win is 15 of 23, 120 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, and he had a 9-yard rushing touchdown. And then he also completed the 2-point conversion pass. So that's your Showboat scoring summary. All right, in shotgun, number 22 to his right, motions a receiver, and they fake the handoff. They throw over the middle. Number 9 has it. That should be a first down for the Memphis Showboats. 8:25. Yeah, I want to keep my clock just a hair behind. Yeah, I'll do that. And they're going to show the replay. Yeah, I think I need to turn this a little more. All right, in shotgun, a Prince. Is that no? Prince is 34. That's 22. Back to pass. Throws to the left side. It's intercepted. Houston inside the 40 to the 35 and down midfield at about the 37-yard line. Huge play by the Houston defense. They had a terrible camera angle. They were behind the quarterback, and I couldn't tell. You couldn't see anything. It's really bright and sunny. White jerseys, white pants. Yeah, the guy broke off his receiver, and he was trying to go to the left sideline, and 21 stepped in front of it. Huge play by the home team. And they don't have it yet. All right, 1st and 10. Oh, I'm sorry, the 32-yard line. Apologies. Back to pass. Looking. McClendon to the left side. Fell down. Number 3 with the catch. That's Chisholm, I believe. So 2nd and long. Probably about 7. I'm going to guess because they're interviewing somebody, so I don't honestly know how many yards. All right, 2nd and 4. Apologies. I couldn't tell. Back to pass. Actually, it's a handoff. Apologies. Believe no gain. 3rd and 4. 22 on the carry. I'll try to update the play-by-play here. So, yeah, intercept. Let's see if they got the interception. At the 50. I don't think it was intercepted at the 50. Shepard on the interception. All right, 6:57 to go. 3rd and 3, actually. They gave him a gain of 1. All right, rolls to the right. Avoids the rush. Keeps it running towards the marker. I'm not sure if they got it. Depends on where they spot this ball. All right, come on. Now they're showing a replay, so I have no idea what the clock is at. McClendon kept trying to buy time to find somebody, but he ended up running. I think they're going to give him the 1st down. It just depends on the spot. They still don't say what down it is on ABC. I'm assuming it's 1st and 10. It is. Good gravy. From the 22-yard lines. He just barely got it. Back to pass in shotgun. Throws to the right. Number 3, I think Chisholm, out of bounds. Bringing up 2nd down. I'll just wait till they put the yardage. Eric Price, passing game coordinator. 2nd and 4 after the gain of 6. And I got to speed up my clock. In shotgun. Back. Nope. It is a handoff. I thought he was faking it. That goes nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and 4 if they're lucky. It still says 3rd down. It's either 3rd or 4 or 3rd and 5. They do say 5. We'll give them a loss of 1. All right, big play for the Memphis defense if they can somehow help their offense out after the costly interception. 3rd and 5 from the 17. Back to throw. Throws left, wide of the mark. 4th and 5 at 5:06. So I believe the field goal unit will come on 4th and 5. All right, the kicking unit is out. They set up at the right hash mark from the 25-yard line, I believe. Chris Blewett made it from 49 earlier in the game. This from 35, the right hash mark. He's ready. There's the snap, a little high. Good hold, and the kick stays inside the right upright, and it is good. With 4:32 to go. In the 3rd, we got a 1-point game now. And Memphis will get the ball back after the kickoff with a 1-point lead. Kickoff, and it's going to be Memphis ball provided they don't fumble the kick. They're showing some replays. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess the pick was at the 50. I had that terrible camera angle from behind the quarterback. I had no clue. I had no depth perception on where that might be from. All right, 14-13. Houston cuts the 4-point lead down to 1. They will get set to kick off here. They are kicking right to left. Houston will be returning. Sorry, Memphis will be returning it left to right. All right, the ball is teed up. The kicker has moved into position. Blewett. Oh, no, wait. Does he not do the kickoffs? Does Blewett only do the... Yeah, that's somebody else. All right, taken just outside the goal line. Can't tell. They got it behind midfield. I have no idea what yard line it is. At 4:26 to go, 1st and 10 for the Showboats because they showed a terrible camera angle. Just use the traditional stuff. Gosh darn, it's not hard. I could do the play clock, but I think that's going to be way too much work, so that's why I choose not to do it. I don't think will not be doing a pitch clock for baseball. That's what's going to bring me back to baseball, though, is that pitch clock, and I'm not going to do the shot clock for basketball or the play clock in football, or, yeah, we'll see. All right, shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws downfield to the right sideline, caught at about midfield for a 1st down for the Showboats. Wow. Well-designed play. Good catch near the sideline. Who is that? Number 1 on Memphis. Little hand fighting. He got free. They might give him the 49-yard line of the Roughnecks. 24 yards to Loxley. There's a throw to the left flat, and it's incomplete. Bad throw. Had the tight end turned around. Apologies, I let the clock roll too much. 3:52, 2nd and 10. Ball. Yeah, clock's now in play, of course. All right, we're at 3:40. All right. I'm going to leave it a couple seconds behind. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. Let me get a refresh play-by-play. All right, they don't have the incompletion, but they got the Loxley 23-yard pass. And looks like Wynn ran it, and we got 3rd down. Apologies, I was looking away. Must have been a keeper by Wynn. It's 3rd and less than 10, let's put it that way. 3rd and 6, ABC claims. So give Wynn a 4-yard rush. Yep, 4-yard rush. All right. Late in the 3rd quarter, clock rolling. 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line. In shotgun, back to pass. Looking left, he's hit. Ball's loose. Roughnecks pick it up. They're going to stumble for a defensive fumble 6 by 96. Unbelievable. Great play by the Houston defense. And we suddenly have a 19-14 Houston lead. Wynn was back to pass, never saw the blind side coming from the left edge, right tackle. Didn't even block him. Must have been a blitz. It was number 25 who hit him and jarred it loose. 96 scooped it up and went the rest of the way. Wow. What a play by the Houston defense. Stumbling and bumbling, as Chris Berman would say. And the defense puts them in the lead with 2:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wow, what a play. 2 turnovers now for Memphis. And we got 9 points off those turnovers. They got a field goal to cut it to 14-13 after a bad interception. Now they're interviewing the guy who scored. Let's see what Houston lines up for. Probably going for 2 to try to get a 7-point lead. They still don't have the fumble 6 up there. All right, no clue. All right, they are going for 2. I'm going to hold off on the bug. In shotgun, bunch 3 receivers to the right. Rolls to his right, throws, caught by number 11. 2-point is good. I don't have a +2 button. I have to go 1-1. So, just like that, 11 unanswered points so far here in the third quarter for Houston. Defense not only scores 6 and sets up the 2-pointers, that's 8. They also got a pick to get a field goal. So the defense, they get offense. They get 11 points off turnovers, and they scored 6 of them themselves. So good defense here by Houston. Okay, I need to do apologies. Let's do kickoff and take out the yardage. All right. So this will be. I never turned the ball back to Houston. It was a turnover. So Memphis will get the ball if they don't fumble the. So was it Marsh that made the hit? I think he's 25. They're highlighting him. He came off the blitz on the quarterback's right side, unblocked, and hit Dresser Wynn blindside, forced the fumble. Yeah, Marsh with the sack, and Franklin took it the rest of the way for the touchdown. And the 2-pointer was McClendon to Hall. All right, getting set for the kickoff. All right, so we haven't hit the pregame over-under yet, but we still got 17 and a half minutes to go. All right, it must be windy. The kicker's fixing the ball on the tee. Or, I don't know. We're still waiting. All right, he's back to kick. There's the boot. And it's going to be taken just inside the 20 by Prince, number 34. He goes out to the left side. And he's tackled late out of bounds. Maybe they were pushing the pile, though. No clue on the clock. I'll have to get that when we get back. Obviously, I think the coaching staff is upset with the right tackle for not picking up that blitzer. I think he doubled the edge or something. They're showing the sideline discussion. No clue on the clock. It would be really great. Yeah, Wynn just got blindsided. It wasn't the quarterback's fault. All right, 2:30 to... Okay, so I let the clock wind too much. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line in shotgun. Back to pass. Wynn delivers to 22, who gets a first down outside the 50, and they are already in Roughnecks territory. First down. All right, yeah, I'll speed up my clock. 1st and 10 at the Roughnecks 49-yard line for the Showboats. In shotgun, 2 receivers each side, a back behind him. Now Dresser Wynn doing an audible. 12 seconds still on the play clock. Now the back is even with him to the right. Shotgun, they hand it off. And it's a run. Close to a first down at about the 40-yard line, probably 2nd and 1. It's either 2nd and 1 or 1st and 10. I don't know. They didn't indicate before they showed the replay. I'm going to guess 2nd and 1 from the 40. Yeah, 2nd and 1 from the 40. In shotgun. It's another handoff to 22. He's got the first down for the Showboats. Inside of Roughnecks territory. Now they're talking to Jim Turner, the Showboats offensive line coach the last 2 seasons for the missed assignment by the right tackle, I assume. 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line of the Roughnecks on the left hash mark. Wynn in shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Back to pass, throws to the left, caught at about the 31, bringing up 2nd and 3. We're going to guess 33 seconds. All right. Oh, sorry. I will refresh the play-by-play. I don't always remember. Apologies. Hills is the ball carrier, number 22. All right, 2nd and 3. They're going to have... Yeah, they got to snap one before the quarter ends here. Shotgun. It's a handoff to 22. He gets to the 30. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2, and that should do it. Yep, for the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 2 at the end of the 3rd. 21-14 game. So we got a good game here heading to the 4th quarter. All right, I think I will get ready for the 4th here and just put 15 minutes to go. Let me reset. All right, 0. There we go. All right. Getting set for the 4th quarter. Memphis facing a 3rd and 2 from the Roughnecks 30-yard line. So it's getting interesting around here. The over-under is still hanging on to the under, the pre-game one. So not by much. And currently Houston is covering. Pre-game odds, that is. They revised them at least at halftime. At least that's what ABC, ESPN on ABC indicated. All right, Memphis 249 total yards to Houston's 154. Oh yeah, nobody's used their super challenge yet, and both teams have all 3 timeouts. Just a reminder, tune in again tonight, 7 p.m. Colorado at Dallas, Game 7, opening round of the Western Conference playoffs, NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. And then UFL again tomorrow at 3 p.m. All right. Wait, are these updated real quick, too? Let me check that time of possession. Yeah, that's up to date. 1 of 7 on 3rd for Memphis, 2 of 9 for Houston. Thankfully, penalties, I'd hate to jinx it. 2 for Memphis, 5 for Houston. Last night's game was brutal. I believe Arlington had at least 11 penalties. That game was terrible. I mean, it was close, but just sloppy. A lot of turnovers by Arlington as well. Dresser win 19 of 29, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, a costly pick that led to 3 points for Houston. And he also fumbled when he got sacked, blindside. And it was a fumble 6 for the Houston defense. McClendon is 15 of 22, 114 yards, and a touchdown. Big day for Wes Hills, 10 catches for 44 yards. Not a lot of yards, but a lot of catches. Rushing, 10 carries for 44. 9 for 35 for White. Wynn has a rushing touchdown. 1 touchdown for J.J. Wilson, 4 for 39. Anderson, that is the Showboats receivers. Roughnecks, 1 for 37. Merritt, 4 for 24. Chisholm. Justin Hall with the touchdown. All right, we'll have to refresh for the 4th quarter. It takes them a little bit. All right, 21-14 at the end of the 3rd. No, I got the wrong. Big 3rd and 2 coming up as we start the 4th. Shotgun fakes the handoff. Wynn rolls to the right. He's going to keep it. Oh, he gets lit up at the 1st down marker. Should be good. And we got a flag at 14:52. They might have hit him high. But he had the 1st down. He looked like he was going to slide, and he didn't. And then he just got lit up by the far sideline numbers as he rolled to his right. All right, let's tune into the ref. Oh, they picked up the flag. Okay, Yeah, because he like faked a slide almost. Like there was nothing these defenders could do. Wynn was at the first down marker. Ooh, could have been helmet to helmet, but it definitely wasn't late or high. Hopefully that was shoulder pad to shoulder pad. We'll see. Oh, I bet you the clock's rolling. Okay, not yet. Oh, Wynn came out. Hope he's okay. He took his helmet off, so we got the backup quarterback in. Three receivers set wide of the numbers, not quite, obviously halfway between the numbers on the sideline. They hand it off to Prince on the left side. This is going nowhere. He's going to lose a bunch. This is going to be, oh, we got another flag. So let's see what this call is. No foul for holding. So 2 straight flags thrown, both picked up. And this is going to be second and long. He had to have lost 2 or 3. We'll see what they say. Prince on the carry to the left side. Let me refresh the play-by-play. I rolled the clock. I'm probably behind. It is E.J. Perry on for the Showboats. So he probably was... I thought he got hurt. Maybe he was benched. I don't remember. Oh no, am I not rolling? I thought my clock was rolling. I hit the wrong button. All right, back to pass. Throws. Prince has it. Inside the 25. It was 2nd and 13. Now it'll be 3rd. I'm going to take the distance out. 14:03. All right, I got to speed up this clock too. Actually, let me just manually fix it. It didn't work. Why the heck? All right, I'll have to fix the clock later. We got 3rd and 7, about the 25-yard line. Let me refresh the play-by-play. It's at the 24-yard line. In shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Back to pass, looking right. Perry delivers near the end zone, or the 3, incomplete, too high. 13:28. 4th and 7, trailing by 7 here. Yeah, the throw was high. Tough throw. Oh, man, I still got to catch up. 4th and 7, assuming they're sending... Perry's on the sideline with his helmet off, assuming they're lining up for a field goal. Oops, sorry. Forgot to take down, in my excitement, the touchdown by Houston on that fumble 6. All right, from 42, the left hash mark for the kicker. Here's the kick. And it is good at 12:56, 43-yarder. And we have a 4-point game. Let me get this up there. So good. For Memphis, as we take a timeout, ball will be coming back to Houston, provided they don't fumble the kickoff. And we're at a commercial break. Now, I meant to do this. Alright. 12:55 to go in the game. 4-point game. Good game going. Let me refresh this play-by-play for 42-yarder, they say, for Coughlin. I thought they had 43. Whatever. They seem to disagree. Perry incomplete on 3rd and 7. Perry to Prince for 7 yards after the -4-yard rush. And Wynn, hopefully he's coming back for the Showboats. Otherwise, it's Perry. Wynn took a hard hit as he picked up a first down. They initially threw a flag and they picked it up. All right, both teams still have all 3 timeouts left for the second half, and nobody has used their super challenge. So I believe they have between now and the 2-minute warning to use it, but I'm not sure. All right. let's go to the offense. Dresser win, 19 of 29, 181 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, which led to 3. And he also fumbled, which led to a fumble 6, which also was converted to 2 points by the Houston defense, and then obviously 2-point attempt after the touchdown. That put us at 21-14, and now Perry finished this drive, and they got a field goal to cut in from 7-point lead down to 4. McClendon, 15 of 22, 114 yards and a touchdown. Nobody even to 50 yards rushing. Nobody to 50 receiving for Memphis or Houston. It's been all spread out. But 10 catches for... No, I'm sorry. I was wrong. 4 catches leads for both teams. Apologies, because I looked at the rushing. All right, back to the play-by-play. All right. We are waiting. They're talking to the coach for Houston, I believe. Nope, I gotta scroll down so I got the clock. There we go. Alright, we're set. Memphis kicking off. There's the kick. I think that's Blewett, 49. I think I'm mixing the kickers on each team. Returned up the middle and still on his feet to, I think, the 25. Tough to see with this angle. 1st and 10. And yep, we got to get more updates about the betting odds. Oh, over-under on completions. Win is over. McClendon is under. Yay. All right, can we get back to the game, please? I love Fox's coverage. Just by default, they're better because they don't emphasize the gambling so much. Live line. Houston minus 4.5. All right, back to pass. Throws. Oh, complete. I thought it was going to be short. Past the 35-yard line to about the 36. Bringing up 2nd down. I'm guessing 4, but I don't know. They say 5. Great. 2nd and 5. In shotgun, McClendon for Houston. A back to his right. Tight end in motion. Now back to the right. They fake the handoff. It's a keeper for McClendon. He gets the 1st down. Then he laterals it to number 11. It goes down the sideline near the 40-yard line. Biggest play for Houston on offense in quite some time. 1st and 10 in Showboats territory. So McClendon had the 1st down, then he lateraled it. That's probably going to take them forever to put that in the play-by-play. And we got a timeout. Oh, brother. With 12:04. Are they reviewing? Maybe they thought this was a forward lateral. I'll bring up... might be an illegal forward pass. Oh, yeah. He threw it from about the 40, and it's caught. Okay, Showboats are challenging it. Let me listen, though. He thinks it's parallels, what Pereira's saying. No, he's saying it's forward, so they're going to win this. So we got a flag on the play. All right. All right. So not a 1st down. I'm not sure what down it is. So Memphis challenge, they won it, so they should get it back. It was a good challenge. Wow, unfortunate. It's so hard to lateral, especially that far away. All right, so, oh yeah, that's a loss of down. Fudge, what down is it then? Excuse me. I think it is it. Excuse me. Come on, like it was 2nd and 5, so I think it's 3rd and 10 then, if I'm right. I had to guess. We'll see. Clock is still stopped at 12:04. I'll wait on refreshing. All right, the Houston coach is still talking. He's on the field. He wanted an explanation. I think Pereira was right. The ball clearly went forward. Okay, now they're saying 3rd and 6. I guess from the spot of where he tossed it. Apologies. All right. They're in formation from the right hash mark. In shotgun. 3 receivers to his left. 1 to his right. A back to his right. Clock rolling, of course, and I'm not ready. 11:50. Shotgun. Back to pass. Throws right. Dropped by number 6. At 11:47. So, only up 4, and their punting unit's going to come on. Clock rolling again. They spotted it. McClendon put it where he had to. It was just a drop, looked like, over the middle. All right, let's see if they've got this play. It's probably going to take some time to enter that. Oh, they got it. They'll get this incompletion soon. Here's the snap, the kick on the way. Caught at the 20. Return between the hashes, now to the near sideline. And he's inside the 50, 45, 40, tackled near the 35, I believe. What a return by Isaiah Henney of the Showboats. Number 83, flipped the field, trailing by 4. It's what Houston needed. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. Memphis, successful super challenge, was a huge play to force the punt after failing to convert on 3rd and 6. So let's get the ball back to Memphis. Yeah, have a 1st and 10 after this TV timeout. Inside of Houston territory. Yeah, huge play. McClendon, the quarterback, had run for the first down. Then he lateraled from about the 40. The ball went forward, so it was an illegal forward pass to a receiver who took it down inside a Showboats territory, but Memphis successfully challenged it. That brought up 3rd and 6, incomplete on a drop, punt, and then a heck of a return by Isaiah Henney, who, I said it earlier in the game, if you missed Memphis's last game, he had a 108-yard kick six, missed like super long field goal at the end of the first half, and he returned it for 108 yards and a touchdown. All right, so they have the McClendon incomplete pass for White, but they don't have the punt yet. All right. All right, let me know what you think of the score bug at the bottom. If you still like me highlighting the play-by-play, I'm going to do it for hockey as well. The bug will be up in this area, though, and I'll have at the bottom, it's going to say Game 7 Colorado versus Dallas. And then I'll still have the come backwards, like the goals and stuff and shots for the game 7 tonight between the Avalanche and Stars. And again, if you just like football, we'll have the 3 p.m. game tomorrow, Sunday, May 4th at 3 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so my cursor, yeah, it's not visible on video games, but it is here on the screen sharing window. Or window capture. Alright. Yeah, so maybe we'll do some NBA Saturday night. I think ABC has some games. Alright. They're playing the All Access mic'd up for CJ Johnson, the Houston coach. Alright, let's see. Did they get... They don't have the punt yet, do they? There it is. Rivers, 45-yard punt. Isaiah Henney, 20. Well, it doesn't say how long. Oh, from the 20 to the 35. That would be, 45-yard return, I believe. So net zero punt. He was the Houston Gamblers head coach in the USFL at 6-14. Oh, that's right. They kept the Gamblers team and just used the Roughnecks name. I guess they liked Roughnecks better than Gamblers. All right, 1st and 10 for Memphis. They make it to 36. Shotgun lobs a pass to the back. I think it's Prince. It is. He gets knocked down near the 30, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and... I'm going to say 4 or 5. It's probably going to be 5. Nope, I got it right. 4. All right, 2nd and 4. From just outside the 30-yard line, they got to get to the 26. It's a handoff to Prince to the left side. He's around the edge near the 1st down, but he should be marked short. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Is the clock rolling yet? It's there. Yeah, I see the play clock. I'm going to say 3rd and 1. It is 3rd and 1 from the 27. Oh, we got a challenge by, it has to be Houston, I assume. Whoops. I should have just let the clock roll. All right, Houston is challenging. Let me get that up there. I'm just going to put challenge, less to type. All right, let's give a listen. What are they challenging for, a hold? Hey, go for it, Pequeno. Oh, they're going to deny the challenge. Failed challenge, no penalty. Houston coach can't believe it. They're out of challenges now, and they burned a timeout. So let's take care of that. Whoops. No foul for holding. So they burned a timeout, and they wasted their challenge. Unsuccessful. They wanted a holding call. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? I got to fix this. One ketchup asks other ketchup, when are we going to catch up? That's good. I like it. You made me laugh. A bit of a dad joke, but I'll take it. I love dad jokes. Good joke. Good to see you, Pequeno Gaming. I'll have to catch up on your videos. Okay. It is 3rd and 1. We do have 10:10 to go. They haven't rolled the play clock, so Houston has 2 timeouts. They're out of challenges. Memphis has 3 timeouts. They still have a challenge. They did use one. They were successful, so they got it back. And that's it. That'll be it for challenges. All right. After the review, okay, now the clock on the handoff. It's good for a 1st down. Number 22 carries it. They're going to mark him at... Where is it? The 25, I believe. Yeah, let me get 1st and 10. And it's another handoff. Apologies, I was distracted. Probably 1 yard or no gain. We'll see what ABC says. They still haven't indicated. Give him a gain of 1, bringing up 2nd and 9. I don't know how that's a gain of 1. Looks like 2nd and 10 to me. The line of scrimmage is still the 25. Shotgun, back to pass, looking left, throws left, near the sideline, too high, incomplete. Between the 5 and the 10. Memphis wanted a pass DPI. No flag indication yet. Clock is already rolling. I'm calling it 3rd and 10. I don't know how they're getting 2nd and 9. All right. They say 3rd and 9. This is 3rd and 10 all the way. I'm a little behind on the clock. 25-yard line. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, a back to his left. Shotgun, back to pass, looking left, throws to the back. Oh, he misses. He missed a tackle, and he gets the first down. Houston should have had that stopped. That was a missed tackle. The clock stops briefly, but I'm gonna roll it while they show this replay. 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line. On what streets do skeletons live in? Dead ends. Yeah. That's good too. 8. Okay. Nope, we got an injured player. I got to stop the clock. 8:17. Leon O'Neal Jr., number 1. Did he have the pick? I can't remember. I got to look up the stats. 8:17 to go. 1st and 10. Memphis driving. Hey, appreciate the jokes. Good to comment back and forth. Good to see you, Pequeno Gaming. Oh wait, let me look at the defense real quick. Sack for Dowell, Memphis. Interception was Jaquan Shepard, number 21. That was the pick. Fumble recovery, and for the fumble 6, TJ Franklin, number 96. All right, let's get back. $8:17 on the clock after the injury. 1st and 10. Clock rolling. All right, 1st and 10. Make it the 13-yard line. Shotgun, handoff to 22. He gets to the 11 maybe, but we got a flag. The clock stops at 7:59. So what's the flag for? Let's see what the ref says. Illegal shift. So this is coming back. 1st and 15. I think it's a 5-yard penalty. Why do hamburgers work out? To have bigger buns. That's good. Alright, that one made me smile. Again, I do like the dad jokes. I'm not knocking them by saying dad jokes. Oh, clock rolling. Got to get the clock rolling. Should be first. It is 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. They got to get down to the 3 to get a first down. Dresser win. Shotgun. Another handoff to 22. This gets maybe 1, if that. So we're going to have 2nd and long here. So under 7.5 to go in the game. Yep. All right, 2nd and they still haven't indicated the yardage. I'm calling it 15. They did give him a gain of 1. I don't know how. All right, I fixed it. All right, in shotgun, a back to his right, number 22. 3 receivers to his left. Back to pass, looking, throws to the right side, caught inside the 10, bringing up 3rd down. We'll call it 5 until we get a better guess. And he got hit. And number 4 got tackled, I'd say near the 4. They're calling it 3rd and 6. So it must be like the 9-yard line. All right, let's check the clock. I have no idea. They don't show it. Come on. 5 for 47 for D. Anderson. 3rd and 6. 3 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun. Back to pass. Throws to the right. Contact. And no flag. Wow. There was a lot of contact there. I'm wondering if Memphis might challenge this. Maybe they're saying hand checking by both teams. Wow. Let's see if they show a replay. They're down 4. Interesting decision. All right, they're sending out Matt Coughlin, who's made from 42, 1 for 1, for the field goal. We're approaching 6 minutes to go. This is a 27-yarder from the kicker's right hash mark, left from behind the arches, or the uprights, not McDonald's. All right, 5:47, it's good. We have a 1-point game now. Big stop on 4th and 6 from the 9-yard line by the Houston defense. Thought they may have gotten away with some DPI, but no challenge by Memphis. And they have a challenge left because they successfully challenged. Houston is out of challenges. Theirs was unsuccessful, and it cost them a timeout as well. All right, so giving the ball back to Houston, provided they don't fumble the kick. So 1-point game late here. So we hit the over of the original over-under pregame. And neither team would be covered. I guess technically Memphis pregame is. All right, the ball is on the tee. Let's refresh the play-by-play. So Coughlin is ready to kick it off from the 30, which the NFL should do. There's the kick. It is caught at about the 6, returned to the hashes. Number 6 on the return. He's tackled at about the 23 or 24 with 5:41 to go. 1st and 10 coming up. 1-point lead for Houston at home. McClendon takes the field. His costly illegal forward pass when he tried the lateral cost them a 1st down, and the great punt return by Isaiah Henney led to a field goal. But they still have the 1-point lead and the ball. Memphis with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, and they still have a challenge, super challenge left. In shotgun, it's a handoff. No, they fake it. McClendon dumps it to the tight end on the left flat. He is near the 1st down. Depends on where they spot it. 5:32, the clock is stopped. Let's see when it starts rolling. All right, it's rolling. No indication yet. I can't tell if it's a 1st down or not. I don't think it was. I'm going to put 2nd down. I'm going to guess 1. It is 1. 5:15. All right, the clock. Oh, we got it. All right, 8 seconds on the play clock in shotgun, 2 to each side, and a tight end to the right, so 3. He looks left, throws near the out of bounds, and caught by Hill, number 11. 5 minutes to go, and a 1st down. Huge 1st down for the home team, Houston Roughnecks, as we are under 5 to go in the game. All right, still in the huddle. 15 on the play clock. 1st and 10. 4:40 now. I'll refresh down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Under center, it's a handoff to the back, to the left side, near the 45-yard line. Should be about 2nd and 4, I'm going to say. See what ABC thinks. It is 2nd and 4. From the 45-yard line, their own 45, make that for Houston on the left hash mark. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a back to his right in shotgun, under 4. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff, throws short to 11. He breaks a tackle. He's got the first down, and he is in Memphis territory. Huge first down for the Roughnecks, clinging to that 1-point lead after a big stop on 3rd and 6 from the 9-yard line by the Houston defense. Looked like DPI, but wasn't challenged. Under 3.5 now to go. Number 11 on the sideline. All right, we got McClendon under center, a deep back lined up behind him. Here's the snap from the 49. It's a handoff to the right side. He goes forward to maybe the 47 to bring up 2nd and 8. And you got to wonder if Memphis is going to start using their timeouts soon. And looks like we'll have Roughnecks games coming up. ABC, Fox, ESPN to close out the season after today. Plenty of Roughnecks coming up. All right, it is 2nd and 8. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers to his left, a back in shotgun with him. He hands it to the back, who gets near the first down at the 40. This might take us to the 2-minute warning unless Memphis elects to use a timeout. I think they did. Yep, Memphis uses their first timeout. We got 3rd and short. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1 or 2. We'll see. Let me take the timeout away from Memphis. Each team with 2 timeouts. Memphis still has a challenge. Houston does not. We still got the 2-minute warning coming up. Huge 3rd and 1 play here, though. Game is on the line, because if Houston picks this up, they might only need another first down, if that. So White on a bunch of carries. McClendon to Hall. That's been the drives, basically, so far. And Peterson. All right. Here's the game. 3rd and 1. They put 2:29 on the clock. 3rd and 1. And they're talking to the Houston coach. All right. They are set. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In shotgun, a back to his right. He motions them to his left. Memphis communicating. They had some late calls there. Oh, initially they stopped it, but we're still fighting. This is going to be an interesting spot at 2:22 to go. No indication yet if they got the first or not. Clock's still rolling. Play clock not rolling. And I assume we're going to measure. They finally whistle for the clock to stop at 2:08. Houston thinks they have a timeout. I'm thinking Memphis used it. I'm sorry. Houston seems to think they have the first down. I believe Memphis used their second timeout. Oh, maybe Memphis can challenge the spot, but still on 4th and whatever. Oh, they did some sort of video review, and that's a first down. That might do it. We've got 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning remaining. I'm going to take a timeout away from Memphis because I assume that's what happened. Memphis coach is talking to the line judge. Would be nice. Yay, 2 timeouts remain. Okay, I think they are challenging the spot. Okay, so put the timeout back on the board, and Memphis is going to challenge the spot. And I can't type. All right, challenge currently. They think they stopped him short. Honestly, you got to do what you got to do. And they would have used a timeout anyways, but I think they line up and go for it on fourth, even if they don't get it. I honestly thought they had stopped them. This might be a good challenge, but they ruled it good on the field, so it's going to be hard. All right, let's tune in to Pereira. I don't know if they're going to have any clear view to overrule this. That's the only problem. Yeah, he can't see it. I think this is going to be overturned. I think it's going to be an unsuccessful challenge. All right, that's their second timeout. The challenge failed. So they do burn their second timeout. They have one remaining. No challenges left for either team now. So that is a 1st and 10. Call stands as called on the field. And I guess they're with one challenge and the 2-minute warning. I'm sorry, with one timeout and the 2-minute warning, maybe there's going to be some time on the clock, but it's not going to be much. It's going to be hard for them to even get in field goal range. All right, in shotgun, a back to his right, 2 receivers to his right, and 1 to his left. I think they have an extra tackle. It's a handoff. That is going to be stuffed. No, he reverses field and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is the 2-minute warning. Wow. A lot for no gain. That was going to be a loss, and the back broke it around to the right. All right. 1 timeout for Memphis. 2nd, I assume 10. We will see after the 2-minute warning probably. See what ABC puts for the distance. It's definitely 2nd and long. 2-minute warning. I believe it was no gain. All right. See how this looks. Oops, I need to refresh the drive. Apologies. Running the score bug, I forget to update the play-by-play. There we go, though. So White just had, they say no gains. Should be 2nd and 10 then. Lingard for 1. That was reviewed for the spot. No clear view, so they left it as called on the field. And it could be the game. That was 1 timeout for Memphis. So let's say it's a quick play, 3rd down. In theory they don't get it. They call timeout. All right, 2nd down happens. They call their timeout. Then they got 3rd and 4th down. So what is that? 35 seconds. So 70. There's going to be way less than a minute. Probably maybe not way less. You're probably looking at maybe a minute left. No timeouts. If they can get 2 stops and a punt or 3 straight stops. We will see. But yeah, good game here. 21-20. Let's show you the quarter score breakdown. 7-0 Houston after 1. 14-10 Memphis at half after Houston had a 10-0 lead. Then 11 straight off of an interception and then a fumble 6 plus a 2-point conversion for the Houston defense. And so far 6-0 Showboats on 2 field goals in the 4th quarter by Coughlin from 42 and 27. Huge 3rd and 6 from the 9 was stopped. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, 20 seconds on the play clock. McClendon under center. Receiver in motion to the right. Here's the handoff. It's to the receiver around the end. He takes it to about the 36, bringing up probably 3rd and 7. We'll see what they say. Oh, 1:54. Apologies. I'm going to have to put time back on the clock. That is going to be the final timeout for the Memphis Showboats. And 2 timeouts for Houston. All right, it is 3rd and 7. That was a 2-yard gain. All right. Yep, Battlehawks beat the Renegades last night 12-6. Tomorrow, Defenders at Panthers 4-1 at 3-2, but I will have the Brahmas 1-4 at Stallions 3-2. That game comes your way on Fox at 3 p.m. Central. I will not have the ESPN game. I'm calling 2 games today. Got the hockey game 7 tonight at 7 p.m. Central. All right, 3rd and 7. In shotgun, empty backfield. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Throws left, and I think he got the first down. It'll depend on the spot. This is likely to be victory formation. I forgot to start the clock because I hit the play clock on accident. Catch and throw to number 3. That should just about do it. Let's refresh the play-by-play. Keys for 3. That is a 1st and 10. Huge 3rd and 7 converted. Not many 3rd downs converted today, but that one was huge. And I got to slow my clock down. They have 1:20 and the clock rolling, but the play clock ran out. Did Houston call timeout? All right, what's going on? Timeout Roughnecks, but they got to put time back on the clock. Not that it's going to matter too much because they're going to do 2 kneel downs. Oh, man. Yeah, they let clock roll. Are you kidding me? So there's 119. Whatever. No, 123. I knew it. They have had clock issues on this broadcast. McClendon to Chisholm for 8 yards. Huge play. All right, 1 timeout. 1st and 10 coming up. Should be 2 kneel downs. That should just about do it because it'll be 4th down. No, 2 kneel downs. It'll still be 3rd down, and they shouldn't have to take another snap. So should be 2 more kneel downs. As this game has eclipsed 3 hours. I think they started about 11:05. All right. 1st and 10 from the 23 in victory formation from the 28. Kneels down. They'll give him the 29. So it'll be 2nd and probably 11. They'll probably do 1 more. Play clock at 25. Game clock 108. Okay, 20 and 105. So there's 45 seconds difference. Yeah, I think 1 more kneel down will do it. All right, 50 seconds, 6 seconds on the play clock. They snap it. It's 3rd down. Ooh, pushing and shoving between, Roughnecks ball. 3rd and probably 12. Let's see what they call. They will need to snap it 1 more time. We got 23 seconds to go. There it is with 20. 4th down, but that's going to be the game. That'll do it. 10 seconds still rolling. That'll be the final. 21-20 Houston winner. Get the kneel downs here for you, maybe. That is the final. right, Memphis drops. Oh yeah, let me update the records real quick. I gotta go to customize. So after breaking their 4-game losing streak, Memphis drops to 1-5. Houston improves to 3-3. Huge win for the Roughnecks at home, trailing 14-10 at one point. That's your final. Alright, with that said, please tune in tonight at 7 p.m. for hockey. Colorado at Dallas. And they're doing a draft review show on ABC here. Alright, thanks for watching. Thank you for everybody who's liked the video and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't done so and you like what we do here, please do so. Thank you everybody for watching though. It all does help out the channel. So until later tonight, 7 p.m. Central, when we will have hockey for you, this is Sinbin Stream signing out for now. See you in a little less than 5 hours. About 4 hours and 45 minutes or so. Take care. Until tonight.